Welcome to Eternal Elements Learning Podcast, brought to you by Chess Online. These podcasts are a part of the audio certificate programs on Chess Online. You're free to take these podcasts on your desired portal also, should you only wish to learn on the go. Thank you so much for engaging on these podcasts, and you can connect with the author on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Hi, welcome back to this podcast of Eternal Elements. We're discussing leadership behaviors. This is Niket, Karajagi, your host from Atessa Online, bringing to you Eternal Elements. We're talking about human behavior. The first thing that we talk about is the vision. Without a vision, nobody can be a leader. Because if you don't know where you're headed, it's a problem. Because even your folks reporting into you or working with you will not know where you're headed, where they're headed. Therefore, the first behavior that leaders tend to demonstrate is envisioning. They know where they're heading. They know where they're going. There's a clear sense of direction. We talked about sense of purpose. A sense of purpose creates the vision. Most of the leaders are articulate in terms of their vision. They have written down vision statements. And therefore, they know very accurately and precisely where they're heading. What is a vision all about? It's a dream and an action put together. If you don't have a dream, you're not imagining your future. If you're not imagining your future, there is no hope, there is no excitement, there is no energy. A dream converted into a vision gives you direction. It gives you a very clear indicator as to what path you need to take, how do you need to head, what are the resources you need, and what are the kind of people you need, and how you're going to carry them together. Leaders also tend to ensure that the team members also discover their vision and they're very clear about their own visions, and therefore they are also very, very clear in terms of the fact that communities also need to have a vision. Therefore, the teams are also driven through vision. Now, it's not that everybody's vision needs to be common. Visions can be different. They can be parallel tracks, as we discussed before. But then the point is that everybody is heading on to their tracks and they are getting on to their own individual goals. And while they get on to their individual goals, the collective goals are also being achieved. What's the point in having goals which are not driven by vision? Because if your goals are not driven by vision, then you don't know why you've taken up that goal. There is no commitment, there is no energy, there is no accountability. Most of the teams which are not accountable are the teams which are not driven by vision. Most of the teams that do not have energy, they do not demonstrate energy, are the ones which are driven without vision. Nations must have vision. Teams must have vision. Individuals must have vision. And when you have a vision, you have a clear sense of direction. And that's what envisioning is all about. So thank you very much. This is Niket Karajagi signing off from Eternal Elements, brought to you by Atessa Online. And we shall move on to the next behavior that leaders tend to demonstrate, which is ensuring that the vision actually gets transformed in reality. See you in the next podcast.